Couldn't turn it on. We made it! Yay!
Yes, we're here.
Firewing, what's up? Welcome in, and everyone else out there, lurking or otherwise, welcome to the Wild Dog Arcade. I am Ed.
And I'm Gary.
And yes, today is Alien Pinball.
Mm-hmm.
We can't wait. I can't wait for Predator, because that's another thing, hopefully, that's coming out soon. In fact, that's kind of the only news going on right now, pinball-wise. Here, I'll click over to Nap Arcade here. Yes, it has been a huge couple of weeks in the pinball industry with the release of Stern's Pinballs, King Kong, and Barrels of Fun Dune. The only remaining game that we are waiting to see at Pinball Brothers. Next up, Predator.
Yeah, so they've been giving some teasers and things like that, but we haven't seen the full game or anything yet. So hopefully we see it soon.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what's in store for us with that game. We're eagerly awaiting what we will have, because we weren't really thrilled with ABBA, weren't really thrilled with the other pin.
Yeah.
So
He shall not be named.
Yeah. But at any rate, that is kind of the short end of it all. How's it going, Voodoo?
Yeah. Otherwise there's really no real new news. So
Yeah, Dino, we're not talking about that pin right now.
Yeah.
Or ever, really. Unfortunately.
It's too wrapped up with the creators' politics, so we're
just kind of what's next?
Yep.
Bring it up. Bring Predator. Here it is. All right. Mm-hmm. I don't know, Firewing. I hope to see something like that. I mean, it seems like a marriage made in heaven, quite honestly.
Yeah.
And the same thing could be said for Godzilla and King Kong, for that matter.
right. Yeah.
So
We'll see.
I guess we'll find out.
So I think tonight's going to be a short news segment here at the beginning, so I think we're going to jump into playing some Alien Pinball.
All right, let's do it,
Yeah.
everybody. Let's go.
Right, on to some Alien.
Yes, but we ourselves have been a bit busy here and there for sure. Gary's been working hard on getting our surprise ready. That will be shown, I guess, at some point soon, right?
It shouldn't be too terribly long before it's ready. It's
Yeah.
a big project I'm working on.
Yep. And then move on right to the next project, whatever that might be. I don't know. Gary will let you know. As you may or may not know, we have several things going on. We've got the homebrew that we're still working on, as of course.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a couple of things in the way right at the moment. Hoping to get back to it soon. I have some house projects I got to get on too. So
yeah, there's kind of the whole work-life balance thing and so forth. That's kind of what happens when we have multiple, things that you like to do, and you can only do so much in the hours of the day and all of that. But at any rate, we're glad to be here. Glad you joined us. And glad I didn't scream. Because on Earth, they can hear you scream. Not in space, though. As the title suggests. Hope everyone's doing all right out there. It's getting warmer and warmer as the days go on. Going into the middle of June now. I think we're technically on the first half of it, or first part of it, but so we'll see what happens. And In terms of other pinball-related news, we're definitely excited about Chicago Pinball Expo coming up in October. I mean, it's still a little bit far away, a bit of ways, but I mean, there's going to be a lot of new stuff to experience, as always. Mm-hmm. And all of those things. I'm trying to get some xenomorphs in. Kind of want to do the airlock. There we go. It's ready.
APC, armored personal carrier.
Yes. Also trying to handle the new phone situation that I have. We recently both of us got a phone upgrade.
Well, I did mine about a year ago when.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah, it was.
Oh shit.
Yeah, mine's the previous model to yours.
Yeah, and so what is the name of my model now? It's not
the Galaxy 10. It's a Galaxy S24 Ultra.
S24 Ultra, because we couldn't go to Galaxy 9 to 10 unless they did.
No, they didn't. No. They skipped from 9 to like 20. They commonized it with the other Galaxy line numbers, what they did.
Oh, the ball's stuck. There it goes. All right. It didn't want to come out. Mm-hmm. But one of the fun things about the new phones is trying to figure out all the new buttons on it and all the new features. And my phone, thanks to the modern day age, is all AI, like helpers, and AI can do this for you, and AI can do that for you. And I'm like, turn off.
Yeah. I don't need things to do stuff for me all the time. I mean,
right.
Come on.
Here's the other thing that was really puzzling to me, though, other than that, of course. It was an effort to try to figure out how to turn the phone off. And apparently you have to go to the settings and tell your phone, hey, if I hold the button down, I do want to actually turn my phone off.
Yeah, they defaulted the normal power button to like, oh, that's your assistant button. I'm like, but no, I want to turn off or reboot the phone.
Yeah, were they expecting me to use the AI to turn it off every time? AI turn
off. Phone reboot.
I can touch a button. It's not that hard. They really wanted to push the AI, I guess, and that was their way of doing it. It's just kind of like...
it's really, really freaking annoying.
Very. So you know, AI.
Speaking of random things, AI-related things. So I have on Telegram, I follow like an artist on Telegram just to see their new stuff that they've done. And Telegram served me an ad on this artist's channel.
On Telegram.
On Telegram.
Or Telegram.
Telegram. And the ad was for an AI art generator in an artist's Telegram where they use to
communicate with their,
promote and advertise their real art. I thought that was really scummy.
Yeah. Very.
And it was specific to the genre, the AI bot, too. And like, really? So you obviously scanned the channel, know what kind of art they do.
Right.
And gave them a tailored AI art generating chatbot. It's the most scummy thing I'd ever seen.
So we'll have to be aware of that on a regular basis, unfortunately.
It's like, don't commission this person. Use our free AR generator to do your own.
You don't need to do homework and study for real. Let AI do everything. That's the other thing I've also heard lately is that there's a lot of kids that are coming out now, out of the woodwork, of simply not being able to do anything because they grew up with everything being able to do what they tell them to do. I'm looking at you, AI.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was rude. That's putting it mildly.
There's some, I forgot where it was, a school district is going all in on the AI and assistance and things like that.
Yeah.
Tailoring the whole educational program through the use of AI to help, to do stuff. I'm like, oh my God, in 10 years, we're going to have people graduating that don't know how to do anything.
It's scary, right?
Yeah. They won't know how to write. They won't know how to program. They won't even know how to do math.
You won't have surgeons to operate on you if you're in an emergency. And it's almost like we're having a real life you know, whatever the Wyland company's coming to real life apparently. Oh, not quite. Almost had that. Oh, copy bounce. Oh, I got a rebound. Ooh, almost got that in there somehow. Oh, damn. Oh. Oh. Wrong way, damn it. It's hard to get that one round.
The square root of pi, yeah, that
oh.
If it wasn't using up so much processing power, if everybody did that to an AI system, we could cripple it.
Nuts.
Everybody simultaneously go on and ask Grok to do that.
Yeah.
Of course, it'll probably cheat and say, that's mathematically impossible to give you all the numbers. All right.
Well, I got Jonesy in the wings here, but I don't think I got the sentry guns in time to try to keep the multiple going on that last one there. I was kind of surprised it was on as long as it was. Well, that was close. And crap. And also crap. Not off to a great start. But yeah, it was kind of weird to come across that now. I mean, and it's a neat phone too. Look at all the cameras on this thing.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing I also have to get used to is it has like these weird times where it's like trying to figure out what's close and what's not. So it does all these like interesting zooms suddenly.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting. Kind of unique. And all those things. All right, kitty.
Now we might pick it up on the track again. Go on, get it.
Fine, Jonesy. All right. So we got our first hypersleep ball locked.
Morning, Mother.
Timer extended.
Time extension. Oh, fudge. Well, at least I got that. That was close. The ball save went away right when I drained it. I guess maybe that was supposed to happen once I used it. Meow. No, I missed it. Oh, I got it. All right. I think I got the cat, and I at least got hyperspace multi-ball, hyperchamber, hypersleep, all those things multi-ball. Oh, ooh, got that one somehow. Oh, okay, good. Ah!
Excuse me.
Okay, let's see what kitties we can get. Uh-oh. Control, you must have control. No, it's channeling you enough. Oh, go. I got the kitty. Oh. Oh. Damn. Alright. Cruise, okay. And
You failed the mode.
I failed it. Oh man.
You only found the kitty once.
Oh. Oh, that must have been another one I was thinking about. Oh. Damn.
Chucked it right down the middle.
I thought I had that too. And it just slipped off the stupid. There was a lot of backspin in that return too. All right, one more.
All right, now that you're warmed up.
Yep, hopefully. Let's see. And my summer hours at my job start next week. Not this. This week. It's going to be a bit of a change in terms of when I have to wake up, which is I'm not thrilled about, but at least I don't have to work Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. That is the coolest trade-off, though.
Firewing, to answer your question, this game was originally made by Highway Pinball in 2017. They went out of business. Oh, jeez. And it didn't even save you. They went out of business in 2017 after only a few months when this game was out. A company called Pinball Brothers bought the assets and the rights and began reproducing it in 2020. Albeit with some changes, and also they fixed so many of the design electronics flaws in the game because there were quite a few with the Highway release.
Yeah. Yep. And that's all right. Because they fixed what they could, and yeah, it's a fun game. We played it way back when. Thought it was really cool then, and still think it's cool now. All right, gonna try to get mode started, or I guess I'm in the middle of one. Never mind. Oh yeah, stage flipping. That's the other thing I gotta.
Yeah.
Fucking. At least I have that. Kind of annoying when I don't start off strong. There we go. Oh. Okay. There we go. Oh, well. Well, I guess I failed that one.
Yeah, Pinball Brothers, the one who manufactures this, plus they replaced and changed almost all the electronics package, wiring package with it. The base game is essentially the same as the Highway version, minus they used to have a screen in the middle of the Highway version had a screen in the middle of the playfield that basically was the same as the back glass screen. They added a magnet above the upper right flipper to let you actually get the ball when it comes screeching out of there. It'll actually grab the ball so you can try to make the hypersleep shot. And then they updated the code a lot, fixed the rules, added more assets with Ripley in here. So
how's it going?
She wasn't in the original. Hey, how's it going?
Original what?
The original game.
Oh yeah. Yep. God damn it. Let's try that again. There we go.
Yeah, Ripley was not in the original game. And it wasn't in ours for a while, and then they added it later when they came out with the Ripley edition of this game. Yes, we did. Actually, that was the only reason why we got in on the game, despite the fact it was from a new company, is we played the original Highway when it first came out on location, and we actually really liked the game. And then it broke pretty rapidly and was taken off of location, and then they went out of business. So they basically disappeared.
Oh. All right. Burn, burn, burn. Ring of Fire.
Yeah, a lot of the original owners have gotten together to fix a lot of the problems with the Highway version of it. Came with workarounds, and they have improved things, but it still doesn't have a lot of the assets and codes that the Pinball Brothers version does.
I know. All right.
We don't know anybody personally that owns one. I know there's like one at Galloping Ghost Pinball in Chicago. There's a few out in the wild, but not many.
Yeah, knowing that there may not be any replacement parts either.
Yeah, I'd be a little leery about buying it from.
Yeah, or wanting to play it.
Especially knowing the originals were pretty borked. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so the original highway machine, they only made 185 before they went out of business.
Yeah. Oh.
We don't know how many Pinball Brothers has made. They just recently stopped production on this game, probably because the licensing ran out. And they're focusing all their design efforts on Predator, obviously. And their other two games, which are still in production, Queen and ABBA.
Oh. Okay. Oh, did it to me again, man.
That time was the outlane. Yeah.
Shit. Mean alien, man. Normally it's not like that. Normally it doesn't really slam it down the middle or on the side like that. It must be really angry to me today.
It's jealous of we've been playing on the other machines.
Yeah, that's probably it.
In the airlock and zapping into outer space.
Alright, zap him into outer space. Yeah, as much as fun, as much as I love the movie Predator, I still think that Alien is a bit of a better movie on all fronts. Although Prey was a really good movie. Out of all the Predator movies I've ever seen, I think Prey is one of those like rare anomalies. So hopefully they can continue that in whatever Predator movie they come out with next. Oh, crud. That was really ass.
Oh, is it trapped? Oh, no.
Oh, they had it too.
The left out lane is huge on this one. And then if you actually lift up the left flipper, it doubles the opening. Because it can go in behind the flipper and drop into the out lane.
Pretty much.
Yeah, the left. Let's see here.
Whoa, look at that back spin.
Bit more on screen. Yeah, so it's got kind of a choke point, but then it also has two different ways to ball save. The little white arrows in the left out lane. It's like a Plinko cage, and if you got one of them lit, you can try to get the ball to go in the correct one to revive a crew member, basically to save your ball.
Self-destruct. It's kind of a neat mode, especially with the beacons up on top of our machine here.
Ooh.
Whoa!
Center post.
Yeah, well, I think I missed the center, but that's okay. Kept the ball moving in the right direction this time. Values doubled.
Left ramp.
Oh, okay. Shit, not quite. There we go. Nope, early. Damn it.
Yeah, the flashing lights behind the flipper, those are essentially the ball save lights. It says scream again.
Oh my god, dude.
And they're basically, when the ball saves on, they're flashing. When you have an extra ball, they'll turn solid.
Oh,
To let you know. So it's just like they do with the ones usually in the center, except they chose to do two of them.
I missed it. Fuck. Now it's on principle. Now I want to hit the left ramp. No matter if I'm done with that or not. No. Okay, well, at least I know I wouldn't have gotten it. Alright, moving on.
Moving on.
Don't know why the left ramp
APC.
was...
Now he's on to the Aliens movie stuff.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, I finished with the Alien, because that's what I started with, and now I'm moving on to the next movie. And that just happened. Fuck you, ball.
Where's the ball? Oh. It's having bad luck of it.
Yeah, I just not... I mean, at least I got halfway point. I'm happy about that, at the very least, but... You know... Fuck. Oh my god, again, dude.
Drain averted. One xenomorph to go.
There.
Mostly come at night. Mostly.
I got it up there.
Yeah, barely touched it.
Yeah. That's a good question, Voodoo.
We basically we just booked through the con rate, so whatever that rate is, that's what we're paying. Yeah, when they came up, I just went to the Pinball Expo website, book hotel link, and then it takes you to that price. I mean, sometimes people can get, last minute deals that are better, but that's assuming somebody has turned their or canceled the reservation. I don't remember what it was when I booked it.
Oh my God.
I booked it a while ago.
I hit nothing because I love to brick.
But that sounds about right. So,
damn it. I hate having slow starts, but here we are.
Hey, Jurassic Reviews.
How's it going?
Oh, you guys are going to get this one as your first pin. It's a great game. I mean, if you get one that's been used, most likely it will be, any little things that need to be tweaked will have been done. So you get one of the later ones, they're going to be better. Earlier ones got a lot of parts, like this is an SB. So we got a number 38. So Pinball Brothers gave us all new board sets for underneath the play field, all new wiring harness for the play field, controller box. So they replaced a bunch of parts. Plus they sent us a bunch of replacement parts as a care package since we were early adopters for the Pinball Brothers version. But now ours plays great. So
$169 a night
for the hotel.
I guess that seems reasonable for 2025.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, this is probably a good pick for a first pin.
Well, thankfully, Voodoo, there's no tariffs on the hotel room.
For now.
Yeah.
It is a challenging pin, but I also feel like it's a good beginner pin too, because you'll have to learn a lot of new things that you may or may not be comfortable with. Nudging.
Yeah, this is a good game to practice nudging on.
Yeah.
The rule sets are a little more like a 90s pin, so they're not as deep as some of like D&D back here with its crazy deep rules.
Yeah.
This one's, it's got set modes, set multi-balls, and a wizard mode, and then you start over. It's got only like a few side quests to get bonuses and stuff like that, so it's a lot easier rule set to understand. So it's a good one. You get the modern experience. It's got great, the sound design and the immersion on this game are great. So the theme integration is really good.
Oh yeah, all of it is top notch, honestly. It will definitely pull you into the game, into the movie, I mean, with the game.
We probably won't be doing the Stern Tour of Voodoo. We just did the Stern Tour when we got an early look at King Kong. So we will be doing the media thing at Entarium again when they send out the invites.
Oh, airball baby!
Because we had a good time last year. We won a couple of things. We won an alien back glass and a funhouse playfield, yeah, as door prizes. So I still have to do something with it, but yeah, it's like we got the updated art one, so for like the luxury editions on it. Plus we got an alien back glass too that I need to frame up and do some stuff with. This one is on the list of things to do stuff with.
Oh well. Well, I squeezed 118 out of that somehow, so here you go.
If you drain out during a mode, the mode's over. So you can't repeat modes. Basically, you either pass them or fail them on this game.
Mac Attack, how's it going? Oh, did you really? Oh, cool. Yeah, no, appreciate it.
Right.
We were surprised when we saw it. I don't even know. I think we heard about it maybe, and then we went to go see it at then Tilt.
Yeah. Yeah, we heard about we were keeping up on pinball stuff. This was back in 2017. We got to play one of the originals at Tilt Pinball Bar the opening weekend. We went down like specifically first thing when they opened one morning, and it was functioning when we were there. We really did enjoy it. And then the next weekend we happened to be down there. It was broken, and then by the third weekend they had taken the original off location and passed. Successful.
It's cool that you got a chance to play it at Allentown.
Yeah.
Or Alien Town. Nice.
Oh,
What was that backspin about?
wow. That was wicked. It was like, whee! I happen to have the other flipper up, so it went right under it.
Oh, that's fun. I had some
Yeah.
weird air balls today on this, just for whatever 30 minutes.
Yeah,
That's okay.
getting modes is oh, jeez. I'm a little behind.
Starting modes.
I'm trying to start a mode. So to get the airlock lit, which is where you start your mode, you need to hit basically both in lanes, and the fastest way to do that is left ramp, right ramp.
Yeah.
You have to hit the Wayland and Yutani ramps
To get
do
the
that.
mode started, and then that progresses you through. Now, you don't have to be successful at completing the modes, which is nice.
Yeah, and then it'll nudge Plinko Cage over here.
Yeah. And then once you get through all the modes, you get to the wizard mode.
Yeah, you've got 5 modes based on the movie Alien, 5 modes based on the Aliens movies, and there are 5 multi-balls. Hypersleep, you have to hit all the APC drop targets to activate the Hypersleep ramp, which is that steep ramp up there. You lock a couple of balls to get that. Sentry guns, you hit over here and it adds a ball for a sentry gun. Ambush is probably the easiest multi-ball to get, and that you basically hit the Xeno there targets 8 times to unlock ambush multi-ball. Save Newt is one of the more difficult ones to unlock. You have to go 2 alien life cycles. You see these green squares? Those represent the alien life cycles. So you got the egg, the face hugger, the chest burster, and the Xeno. So
Let's go, people.
egg is hit the 2 shots up in the pop, then you hit, the face hugger shots, which are these 2, and then the chest burster is the shot up here, and then the Xeno is obviously the Xeno shot. And you do that 2 times to qualify all save Newt. If you do all 10 movie modes and 4 multi-balls, then you can get to All Out War, which is the wizard mode in this game.
That is Alien in a nutshell for you.
There we go.
Proceed to airlock.
Now, notice it didn't give me that sound until it went through the in lane, because that's technically where you qualify. It was in the in lanes, not the ramps themselves. But those are the easiest way to get to the in lanes.
Very much so.
Queen's Nest. This is a mode that you need to hit up into the pop bumpers and cook some eggs. Do you like them over easy or sunny side up?
Or scrambled. Something tells me I might not have a stomach left after trying one of them.
No. Oh. Nope, too much.
Shoot airlock.
Oh.
Pretty much, right? Severe indigestion. Hey there, Chris. Was this not always a 3-flipper game? Didn't you do something with a flipper a few weeks back?
Oh no, this has always been 4 flippers.
We did stage flipping.
Yeah, we did staged flipping. So basically, see now I can operate this one by pushing in the thing. The original SVs did not have stage flipping. Both right and both left fired at once. And the wiring was already in the game, but they didn't code it in until they got to the LVs. And then I just basically got some Stern double leaf switches. I got some Stern double leaf, it didn't like that. Stern double leaf switches, and then spliced into the wiring harness because it's already in the code, and then you just turn it on in the code. So.
Wow, you got your ball back because it was still doing a ball search, by the way, when you drained that.
Yeah.
That's bizarre that, first of all, the game forgot that you had the ball because you're cradling it.
Yeah.
And B, that just happened.
It's okay, I'm on ball 3 for this. This is my warm-up game anyway.
Right, that's true.
Doing a bunch of talking.
Morning, Mom.
How dare you talk?
Oh.
But wait, it's fun. Another video made at 1:28 hour. The screen said, "Do not shoot the blue shots. I could not figure out where they were. Help on location of things in real time."
Yes. So the mode with the acid, you want to hit the blue shots, not the green shots. Mode shots will be lit by these big arrows, and they'll either be blue or green. In most modes are blue, except for that one where it goes, don't hit the green ones, hit the blue ones.
Yeah. That can be annoying though, because it sometimes can be tricky, especially when they have a lot of blue shots that are marked, and you're trying to avoid that.
Right.
This game pretty much is you have to think about where you're shooting it. It's not as bad as Rush. Like, you can do other things and still go places and do side quests or whatever. But it's much better to try to think about where you want to go, because you'll be able to progress easier through the modes. In other words, it's not a flow game per se, really. It's more of a stop and science it out, or science it out.
Oh, come on.
If you're that good.
Whoa.
That was a good one. Speaking of good.
Hypersleep lock.
At the very least, that's the worst one right there.
When you lob it in there yourself.
Yeah. It takes a little more than the usual lob into the outlane, I feel like, but knowing that left outlane is a little bit... Time. Yeah, it's a little bit covered, so you can't really see it very well, but you'll get used to it.
Yeah, so this mode has a green and a blue shot lit. Blue is one of the mode shots. Green just adds time to the mode. So if you're... I'm trying to hit that. There we go. That's one of them. Now it's back in the right orbit.
Destroy.
Oh, I failed the mode. Timed out on me.
Yep. Barely got the piece of it.
Yeah,
there.
these modes are all timed in this game.
I do love me that...
right down the middle.
Not in this example, but the center post really does... You can definitely make it to your advantage if you use your center post well.
Right.
It's a skill that you will enjoy learning about.
There's my mulligan for the night. And I gotta remember weapons in this game. Yeah, this game has a weapons mechanic, so the little flashing blue circle targets they'll be, when you're not in an actual mode, you're building up ammo qualifying weapons, which have different things.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. Each weapon has it'll tell you on the screen. It'll also kind of toggle between all of the different weapons that you pick up every time you hit your flipper. So you have to kind of also be aware of what weapon you want to use, while you're hitting your flippers.
Mother.
Or if you care. Sometimes you can save them all and just literally spam the crap out of the launch button, and you'll get all your...
Yeah. Like, this is like... the pistol is a bonus X advance, so bonus multiplier. I am totally missing my ramp shots. Oh. Post will get you in this game.
Yep. It's a little more... I think it's more forgiving than some games like Foo Fighters, though, or right now Dungeons and Dragons. If you don't make your shot, you can usually recover it. Thanks also to the center post, but there are some weird shots in this game that can be tricky. I think the hardest one is that 3 shot, the one that's on the left flipper, upper left flipper here.
Oh, well, I think the hardest shot is
whatever.
probably more the thing. The 2 over here
That's the one I was thinking
is
of,
by
sorry.
far the most difficult shot in this game. Hypersleep ramp is pretty close. It's not too far off of that. It's a really tight, steep ramp. That's the one off of that shot up there.
Yeah, I would love to see.
Oh, God.
I would love to see more pins that have kind of a weird layout like this, but then still be very fulfilling and intuitive.
Yeah, and not just crazy for crazy's sake and in the game.
Like Radical.
Yeah.
I feel like they've stuck those flippers in every place they can think of, and
Yeah, Radical is neat looking, really pretty looking game, but I don't
Yeah.
really enjoy it. Like, I think the modes could be better on that game. Yeah.
once you get the hang of the shots, it is pretty simple, and
Yeah.
you can get kind of bored after that pretty
Be a great one for a 2.0
much.
kit.
Yeah. I want more 2-on-2, like 1-on-1 pinball machines that have, like Joust. I want to see more games somehow.
Whoa.
Yeah. pinball machines on either end like this, facing each other and sharing one play field. That would be what I would love to see in the next pinball, release.
Queen's Nest.
I'm not sure they're going to do that. No one's got that much real estate in their homes or, heck, even their bars or whatever. So, yeah. Looking at the left outline, it says Firewing. When the ball save is lit, did you say that there was a way to pop the ball back under the plastic, get it on top of the flipper? Yes. There is a way, and it's not easy. You basically have to release the flipper. You know what he's talking about, right?
No.
Oh.
No, absolutely.
And then you release it, and then you nudge it because if it gets stuck.
Yeah. Okay. So if you could, there's a post underneath that flipper, and you can trap a ball in it. But if you just open the flipper, it's going to go in the out lane. But if you got it trapped, you can, if you can time it, hit your flipper and nudge forward at the same time. Sometimes you can get it back into play.
You're doing it completely blind though, and that is why I think it's also. I mean, it's difficult enough as it is when you could see it. I think. Because there's a little timing involved with it, but it's extremely difficult to do it in general because of that blind spot. But it's doable.
It's not impossible, no. No, but once it's in the out lane, the only thing you can do is nudge it in the little bumper area. There's a little plinko cage under. Once it's beyond that, there's a hidden post that you can't see.
Yeah.
Once it's there, past that, it's in the out lane. You just gotta hope you have a ball save lit like I do right now.
Yeah. Or, if you're really good, you can get 2 lit, which makes it a little easier to deal with that.
Oh. Just off of my shots a little bit.
Yeah.
Foo Fighters, darn it.
Yeah. Well, everything, darn it. We don't have enough time in the day to do everything. In fact, half of today, what I did was, I got to the point where my hard drive was completely unorganized. I was just been making, project after project in terms of videos and things like that. Everything on my laptop was just not
That one
organized.
went through the correct lane. I didn't have to nudge.
Yeah, you got lucky on that one, Gary. And then I had to go in and spend half the day just reorganizing everything. Minter asks, so the big arrows changed the blue-green? Here in Maryland and Delaware, I know 3 people that have this game, so all modes are starting with these arrows. Sorry for any mental slowness. That's okay. There's a lot going on.
Big arrows change blue and green. Well, sometimes in modes, they move around, depending on the mode. Because... Oh, wow. That thing's... So all the modes are started with those arrows. So yeah, well, they're not lit per se to light things. So right now I am sitting here, the airlock is not lit. I need to qualify a mode so the airlock will be lit so I can start a mode. And that basically is done by, it's not going to tell you, but it's done by left ramp and right ramp, which feed it to the in lane. The in lane switch is the actual trigger. So once you get both of these, the airlock becomes lit, and then you can shoot that and start your mode.
Yeah, that's what they mean when they say, in lane and Tommy Lane, or they call them different names.
Yeah, Wayland Yutani.
Wayland Yutani.
Yeah, the left one's the Wayland, and the right one's the Yutani, in order.
So when they say hit the, blah blah blah.
And that's different than in modes. In modes, typically, most of the mode shots are lit with blue arrows, typically, but they'll use green and green for different functions of the mode sometimes.
Does the right flipper have such a nudge as well?
No.
No, not really, no. That's only with the left flipper since it's so close to the...
It's got a Indiana Jones-like narrow escape, but it's not like Indiana Jones where you can pretty repeatedly save the ball. It's like 1 in 15 maybe that you get lucky and you can slap save it.
Speaking of slap save.
And make it do it. Hey, it went... sorry, it went all the way up and triggered my...
it did trigger it. Okay.
Yeah, it went up all the way up and triggered it. So.
All right. I was trying to do the smart missile save.
Yeah.
When you drain there, but...
All right, so green adds time. Blue is my shot, my mode shots. So it's in the right orbit right now. So that's one of them. Now it's moved over to the left orbit. Yeah, this is definitely more what I call a precision shooters game. You've got particular exact things it wants you to do, as opposed to, a lot of big flow combo stuff. Okay. Now it's back in the right out lane.
Hey there, Pat. How's it going? Space Marine Dogs. Yeah. We got one sitting right there on the screen for you.
That was a huge airball.
Yeah, it really was. We're doing all right ourselves. Kind of going over what we were doing on the weekend. Getting one project done. Moving on to the next. You'll see that project soon. At this same batch time, same batch channel. At some point. But it'll be soon. Can't wait for Predator. That's also pretty cool news, right? Since we're playing Alien. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping that Pinball Brothers gives us more info soon. But excited to see what they do share with us.
There we go, got it.
Oh, almost.
Almost.
And introducing some new folks, what the game's all about. Oh, nicely done, Gary, with the knee. Take a knee, son. All right.
Something I triggered the sentry guns because the ball went.
Yeah, he used the knee for the launch button. Jurassic Review says, I hardly ever see that hypersleep multi-ball pulled off. The upper flipper ramp shot must be. Yes.
It is much. Really, really difficult. So
I think we made some adjustments on it eventually because in the beginning when we had this spin, it was really...
the outer rail needed to be bent some because it was too flat and the ball would rattle. So I bent it a little more in a curve shape, and now it works better. It's still a really tight shot.
It is.
But I think it works like it should have.
Right. Yeah, I mean, once you hit it, it's very satisfying because I don't feel like it's a huge, or I mean, a less of a margin of error on that shot. I feel like it's just like any other shot in this game. It's just the timing. And also the angle can be a little deceiving because it is such a tight angle as well up there. Any shot like that is always tricky.
Mm-hmm.
I miss it in Rush because I can't see it very well. You doing good, Pat? Oh, next weekend in the Bay City tournament. Oh, cool. Okay. And then prep for Pinburg in July. Very cool.
All right, I'm going to go one more.
That'll be fun. Bay City is very nice. I can't wait to go back there at some point, whatever that might be.
Right. A good excuse, combat drop. So this combat drop starts by hitting the small stand-up targets. You can see lit in blue with little blue circles. And then it'll transition on to some ramp shots when you're actually doing the combat drop. Because right now I'm getting ready for it.
Red hot. Get your red hots, yeah. You stand on the ready line, Marine. Don't be
all right, now I'm onto the ramps.
Every kid's favorite saying to an adult: "You're not the boss of me." Well, maybe not every kid, but you know. Ready to get it on. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the exact time of the Pinburg there.
Oh, come on, come on.
I know there's something going on in Seattle right now. Whoa.
Huh?
It might be just a pinball tournament. Oh,
got it. Woohoo! I thought I was going to fail it for sure.
Good recovery there, Gary. July 23rd through the 27th. Sunday through... I don't know. Actually, I don't know.
Damn it. I was trying to stop it.
Oh, it's in the middle of the week.
Oh.
23rd through 27th. That's a long week of pinball. Monday through Friday, no less, too. Man.
Skill shot awarded.
Man, the pinball tournaments can be, like, I guess I'm always under the impression that it's a weekend or something like that, but I guess a lot of them will take place on a weeknight. Maybe not in the middle of the day, but most likely in the evening.
Mm-hmm. Small tournaments.
Yeah.
Local tournaments.
Points, give me points. Give me standings. I am the best pinball player of them all.
Came off funny.
We got problems.
Except here. What weapon does an overweight Jedi use? A heavy saber. Boom. bringeth us to the latest joke. I don't know very many dad jokes at this very moment. I mean, I know I probably should, though. I do them all the time at work.
There we go. Yo!
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 Like, what's a key that doesn't open a door, you know, keyboard, that kind of thing.
Oh.
What was that? Oof. And here we go, we're going to sing.
All right. I'm on a cold run, so jump up there and
Yeah.
do that. I'm going
All right.
to run upstairs for a few seconds.
Yep.
I'll be right back, folks.
That's unusual for Gary to have a not so strong start on this game.
Let's see what I can do.
All right.
AP-70 handgun.
See, I don't want to get too cocky because the moment I start seeing stuff like that, that's when I start completely bombing things and breaking them, and you know that too. I'm not sure what happens with the elbows part of the whole asshole thing, but you know, I saw the ball save on and figured, oh well, I probably missed that, but I could have caught it.
Morning, Mom.
Okay, Wednesday is practice. Oh, okay, that's good. They have that. Thursday, Friday qualifying, Saturday's fine. Okay, well, that makes sense. Oh, fudge sickles. That makes sense. Come on. This is more of my kind of a roundup, I guess. Warm up, round up. Oh, God. Fudge. Chicken fudge. That sounds good. All right. I'm gonna mulligan that one. Sorry. All right, here we go. Let's get serious, but not too serious, because
AP-70
pinball is fun. I've gotten better at not getting as angry about all of
Let's
that.
go, people. They ain't paying us by the hour.
Like any sport, you can get very competitive, and it's easy enough to forget the whole fun factor at times. That's why tournaments are never kind of been on our radar.
timer extended.
I think that, and also the time, exactly, the time that is spent to do it is, we have too many other projects that we want to do, I think, is the bottom line. That, and again, life balance. It's not as easy to go out and do things like it was when we were younger. Baby, that was a good one.
All right,
Uh-oh.
gear up.
Oh, that was a good one. There we go. I don't know if that did anything. Nope, it did not. Oh, hey. Dirty Pool Pinball. Thank you so much for that raid. I'm hoping that Attack from Mars had treats you well. Wait just 1 second, Swizzle. Uh-oh. Okay. What am I waiting for? What's happening? Oh, it's a celebration. Okay. Oh, yeah? Hold on. Oh! Now I have a lot of catching up to do. What's going on, everybody? Glad you can join us. This is Pinball Brothers, Joe. These guys have good audio and video, and there are people here. I don't know. What happens, right?
Switch to DCS ranging.
Yep. Not my normal drop. You can see it. Oh, I see. Well, glad you can join us either way. I got to give you a shout out for the nice gesture there. And folks honestly need to know how cool your stream is. And there's not a whole lot of cool streams out there, right? So check out Dirty Pool Pinball. All right, here we go.
Skill shot awarded.
Nice thing about the pinball community is we're pretty cool, right? We like to be friendly and cool, and it's all about the fun factor of what you're doing. It always has, always will be. And then I get angry when I can't make my shots. Ah! No, I was talking about that earlier, about not feeling like I have to get angry anymore, as much anymore.
Mission authorized.
For better, for worse, I'm thinking that's a good thing, right? I've turned over a new leaf. It's a new day. Oh. All right, I need to settle down. Well, thank you. Most pinball are cool, yep. Except for the weirdo guy, you mean you? Season 3, episode 23 high. All right. Oh, you mean the episode that he was on? Cool. Dirty Pool usually dumps us off on the stuff streams. Oh, Swiss, okay. Well, it's a good thing to try to find new content. I want to give this small guy like a shout out or a heads up or let people know. It's fun. That's usually what we did when we raided. It was kind of like an unspoken rule almost.
Xenomorphs remaining.
But yeah, it can be tricky. The other thing I also find too is sometimes you can find streamers on like Pinball FX as a category, or some other weird. There's like weird subcategories of pinball out there too. Like I think there's still a second pinball category still floating around.
Yeah.
One's got like a rainbow sign on it. The other one's got a flipper on it.
Yeah, I think that's attached to like some other game. And
yeah,
we know like Pinball Mafia guys keep streaming under that, and you can't find them in the pinball category.
Yeah.
Again, thank you, Dirty Pool, for that raid.
Absolutely.
But yeah, we try. We've been doing this over 5 years now on this pinball streaming thing. So.
Oh, dude, the ball got stuck in there. Sweet.
We make sure the video's good. I actually modify every machine of ours to have direct audio out. And then we mix it in with our voices so you guys can hear the games.
Oh, no.
But also hear us.
Oh, I misjudged that one, man. Oh, hello.
We have a pin sound only in our Indiana Jones. That is the only DMD game we've got left in our collection. Stern ones, I use a Pinnovators board. Highway actually just has since we use a mixing box, it's got a small amplifier built in. They actually have it's basically running a PC hardware behind it, and it's got a speaker jack on it that we tap right into. TNA, they use 3.5mm jacks, so we just use a Y splitter. Each game's a little different. Sterns are there's a lot of electronic bits for Sterns. Older games, the pin sound boards work great.
Oops. All right.
Yeah, we're definitely interested in seeing what it looks like. I mean, Pinball Brothers, this one is a good game, but they did inherit it from the Highway pinball design as far as the game itself. We've been not that excited about their Queen or their ABBA pin as far as shooting and layout, so we're hoping that with the wide body on Predator that they do a good job with it. So we're definitely interested to see what they've got. Hopefully we can get our hands on one.
Oh, damn it.
We definitely are a more play it before we buy it type group.
Oh my god, how did they miss that? That sucks. I suck too. Woo, look at that last minute nudge.
Joe the Dragon, looking back through chat, you're asking if they didn't fix something. What's that in reference to? Is that this game?
All right, settle down, Beavis. Okay.
Oh, Twitch. Okay, yeah. Twitch still has some glitches.
Yeah. Oop. Okay. And
CNK, we just didn't enjoy flipping Queen. So
Rainbow, what's going on?
Every game's different to everybody. So everybody has games they like and love, and they don't all have to be the same.
Mm-hmm. You're welcome, Mentor. I'm mental right now. Mentor Mac. All right, here we go. Our pleasure. There we go.
Yeah, unfortunately, modern games that use RGBs, they have to use like clear or milky inserts, and they just don't pick up on stream just due to the contrast on that. So either I can tune it to see arrows and you won't be able to see the ball, or you get to see the artwork in the game. So it's kind of a, unfortunately, catch-22. with this game because the inserts here are really clear, so they're pretty intense. So this game is a very dark game, so I have to use a lot of filtering to bring the game up for everybody to see it.
The Predator animated series is out. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that, Pat. Is that out on like Netflix or Hulu or something? It's one of those two, I think. I'll have to remind me if you don't mind. Here we go. Airlock. Or not.
Yeah.
Or not. That's what happens when you try to call your shots in pinball too much. No. All right. Hulu, okay.
Wolfman, the Predator pin hasn't been completely announced. They've been teasing it, but they haven't shown anybody the game. It'd be great if we could somehow get an early look at it like we did with Kong.
Yeah, sounds about right, Pat.
Time extended.
Time extension. Finally. And made. Oh my gosh! I touched the ball finally.
Yeah.
And the mist. There we go. Now what?
Oh, I'm not.
For a split second, I thought I lost my left flipper there.
Trying to see if I can get the colors to come out a little bit more. I'd say that's pretty much a wash. I can't do much without making the game so dark.
M56.
Cool. Mission complete. Woo! All right. 1 hour 24 minutes. Oh, it's. I thought it was like a series, not a movie. Okay, cool.
Right in lane qualifies mission.
Or it's an hour and 20 minutes to when it comes out on Hulu. I think that's when the series comes out on Hulu. So
That'd be a little freaky, wouldn't it? How's that for an AI fake? Suddenly, like a thing comes out of my mouth while we're on Steam, you know?
Yeah.
That's a good use of AI.
Skill shot.
ChatGPT, make me a video of Ed turning into an alien.
Yeah, pretty much.
Start mission and send air.
Now that I went through both in lanes, I can start the mission. Here we go.
Sound system is really great in this game. You know, it's got really good audio. So
It does. Which helps everything about this game. There we go. Especially the third chance I can get there. Ooh. I think I could. Yeah, I can lock it actually if I go into the other.
yeah,
Here,
the
watch
sound
that.
design's really good on this pin.
And you know you had to have the alien that did that. It would be a travesty if this pinball machine did not have the alien eating the ball.
Oh, it is actually, the Predator thing is listed as a movie.
Wait, what? What's listed as what?
Well, Pat was saying that the Predator animated series is actually listed as a movie, not a series on
Okay.
Hulu.
Yeah, I was surprised about that. I thought it would be a series. Did I just freaking lose my multi-ball?
Yes, you did.
Well,
Yep, there's that hyper sleep shot.
at least I got that. Ugh. You have 3 names: Pinball Mac Attack, Robot Mentor Mac. Oh, I like that one. William Thomas. Just give me a crab cake. Nice. All right, I'll have to remember that. Pinball Mac Attack. Big Mac tonight. All right, here we go. Sentry guns. No, don't rattle. I forbid you to rattle. There we go. That's
Yeah.
better.
Thankfully, this is one of the games that on YouTube doesn't trip any copyright stuff at
For
all.
now. We know.
Unfortunately, like Rush, the last time we streamed Rush, It got basically delisted because it was blocked in
Shit.
240 some markets. So we probably won't be playing Rush on YouTube anymore.
I just lost download suddenly. That kind of sucked.
Or we just have to delete the video. If I can set it to where it doesn't automatically make the video public, then we can just go delete it.
Values doubled.
Oh, I almost had it. Damn it. There we go. Got the mother shot.
Morning, Mother.
Are you gonna double my score, Mister? No, you're not. All right, that's okay.
Yeah, YouTube's been getting aggressive on that stuff. They even picked up a little bit of video on Rush or Dungeons and Dragons stuff.
Right. There we go.
We had something just in the opening, and it was like, aha! Copyright material. Oh boy.
Oh, thanks, Dirty Pool. Thanks again. We'll see you around. Good luck to the next adventure you have on stream. And have a great rest of your weekend. Always love it. I don't want to know it's Monday soon. No.
Yeah. Oh.
I know, it didn't go up there, damn it. And back we go. Oh, I wasn't expecting that either. There we go. Finally. Pretty much. I mean, it had to happen, Dirty Pool, right?
Yeah.
I got nothing on that last multi-ball, but... Oh! And I got nothing on that shot there. I need to block one more ball to get the hyper chamber sleep. Multi-ball! That was close again.
Oh,
Ooh! Never give up.
yeah.
Thank you, center post. There we go. Never surrender.
There we go. Hypersleep.
All right.
Ignore me.
Ignore me. Do not look at the nozzle. Do not intimidate the nozzle. Oh, wow. Thanks, nozzle. All right. Reviving more crew members. Son of a biscuit. Don't give under it.
Don't move.
Oh. Oh, fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
I hit that dead center.
I've made
there we
it
go.
all aware a fair number of times.
That's
I mean,
better.
we've had this game for quite a while now.
All right. No. Cat back in.
Mystery ready at that one.
Whew, that was fast moving there. Somehow. Oh, got it.
Values doubled.
Oh, it should have counted.
Crew member revived.
Okay. Oh. That was close again.
All right. Ramp time. Oh, you had that lit. Okay.
Oh, I should have. Well, wait. I can do that, and then I can do.
All right,
another shot.
Jonesy. So this
All right.
is kind of a fun mode. Jonesy appears as an orange arrow for a little bit and then disappears, and you got to be watching because he lights up, moves, and then disappears, and you got to remember which one that is. Try to get to that shot quickly, and then you got to do that twice. You got to find him twice before you can hit the airlock to finish the mode.
Oh!
Well done.
And the cat's just watching you die.
Pretty much. Yeah, the cat would be like, and then you're like, ah! And the cat's like,
Continue mission.
yeah,
Can I eat it yet? Yeah.
yeah. Oops.
Super skill bonus. Wayland and Yutani in
I got a nice little bonus, apparently. That's cool to know. There we go. Finally got the mother shot.
Morning, Mother.
Yes, like all pinball machines, there will be a workout involved.
Ugh.
I know, right? That's the name of the game.
Whoa.
Fucking what the? Okay, that settles it.
played.
I'm taking a break.
It's taking a break. All right, Maybe I can not be as cold this time when we start. So, all right.
All right, you can do it.
I can do
No
it.
more cold start.
All right. We're going to start with the Aliens
I'll be
movies.
right back.
All right.
P70 handgun.
Airlock's always lit at the start of a game, so it makes getting the first mode pretty easy. All right, combat
All
drop.
right, I want a nice clean dispersal this
And that's the
time.
default one when you start the Aliens movies. It's always combat drop to start with.
Get hot.
All right, hit one of the targets. Got to hit a few of these.
All right, gear up.
All right, now ramps. Oh, oh, barely got it. All right. Come on, settle down. Oh, no. No!
A 37 shotgun.
Got it. Finished. Whew.
M56 smart gun.
Another glorious day in the Corps.
Ah. For league or tournament, 2 strategy, quit scoring. Oh, yeah.
Mission authorized.
We tend to for us. So we're not big tournament players, so we don't focus on tournament strategies for these games. We tend to like to go for like progression in our games and try to get through, experience all of the game. It's kind of what we focus on here. All right, Queen's Nest. This is hit the pop bumpers. Which,
All right. I am back.
oh, missed.
No, it's fine. You ask questions, Mentor. Ask away.
Yeah. Oop.
Hypersleep lock qualified.
All right.
Oh, come on. Trying to hit the orbit so I can get into pops. There we go. Finally can get some eggs. Come on. No.
That was a lot of earthquake right there.
I was trying to keep it up in the pops. Oh, good. It went through.
Gotta have my pop.
Get your hands off my pops.
Yeah. One of my favorite breakfast cereals, at least. They're hard to find, though. They're not as prevalent as it used to be.
What?
Corn Pops. It's not really easy to find that in the grocery store. It's like I have to go to, I think Meijer is the only place that has it around here. I don't feel like Albertsons, but yeah. Might as well be.
Kroger?
Kroger has it, yeah.
Come on. Oh, failed the mode.
Yeah, the thing about the modes is it can be a little... I don't think they're unfair. It's just...
They're timeout. They're
Yeah.
timed modes, so...
Maybe I just don't like time modes. That's all
yeah,
there is to it. Yeah,
you have said this before.
yeah, I'm sure I have.
Oh,
But that doesn't mean we can't say it again.
just a reminder, Ed doesn't like timed modes.
Yes.
So I'm going to put lots of timed modes on our homebrew.
We have a lot of new folks out there.
Yeah.
They don't know what. Well, maybe some of you don't know that. Yeah, Firewing. Corn Pops is Kill Eyes, yes. I believe. Pretty sure you're right. I feel like there was Honey Smacks is Post.
Yeah.
And that's another one that I felt like it was hard at first, and I think they still sell them.
Well, they sell generic versions of those, which is what
Yeah.
you buy, I noticed.
Oh, that's true. It's kind of amazing how expensive breakfast cereal has gotten, though, to be fair. You're like, oh, sure, I can get a normal box. By the way, normal boxes of cereal also shrink at this point, too, which is annoying. And then you're finding yourselves out $8, $9 sometimes for a freaking box of cereal.
Failed the mode.
Value
I guess
stopped.
it depends on where you live at, but
M41
you know.
impulse rifle.
you know, they had commercials on all the time, but then kids don't watch Saturday morning cartoons anymore, so breakfast cereals.
No, they're watching YouTube on their iPads.
Yeah. Yeah.
Planted to little tiny screens, making their vision terrible.
Perhaps one of you out there is watching.
Not learning critical thinking.
On YouTube. Yeah.
Morning, Mother.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, that the new crop of kids that are coming up are more and more dependent upon, artificial intelligence, technology, or, Siri basically giving you everything to your heart's content.
Giving you the answer.
Giving you the answers of life, liberty, and the
Woo!
pursuit of happiness. Golden Crisp, formerly Sugar. Yeah, I remember the Sugar Crisp,
Yes.
or at least seeing the ads. I don't think I've ever
Were
seen
they
them. But
were they Sugar Crisps or were they Sugar Smacks? Or was that a different one?
I'm pretty sure that Firewing is correct. It was called Sugar Crisp when it came out in the 60s and 70s. And then, parents, I don't know why they would think that sugar is not good for you, and then they decided to call it Golden Crisp.
M240 flamethrower.
Well, they decided to fixate on fat being fat and bad, and actually it's sugar that's worse than fat.
Well, yeah, that was all the marketing by the sugar industry. Going, fat is what makes you fat,
Yeah.
although your body actually needs it.
Yeah.
Nobody touched nothing.
Nobody touch me. Somebody. I'm trying to think of another breakfast cereal that I hadn't had in a while either.
Oh, whoa! Heck of an air ball.
You're lucky that didn't go in the out lane. That
Yeah.
could have been easily an out lane drain right there.
Yeah.
Shoot.
I got to look at some of these stand-up targets. They're prone to bending back, like any stand-up target, but yeah.
Yeah, that's a couple of adjustments away from being better. The countdown for Gary's double bonus thingy is not going to happen.
Oh!
Ugh,
Got the outlane on me.
the bear is still called Sugar Bear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't get enough of that golden crisp. It's the crisp that packs the punch, or something like that. Why do I remember that still?
Because you're filled with all sorts of useless pop culture knowledge.
Yeah, I am. If there was a trivia night and it was exclusive, like 80s commercials on the trivia night, I would win.
Yeah.
I probably spend way too much time watching.
All right. I'm in the loader battle, so the mini wizard mode.
Things like that. All right, one of the mini wizard modes.
The Winnie
here we go.
Mizzard?
The Winnie mini.
The Winnie
mini
Mizzard
wizard
modes.
That's what happens when you are so excited that you talk so fast, and words blend in, and you can make new words.
Value stopped.
It's pretty fun. That was close.
Oh.
Another time mode, so he's going to try to do his best here. We have to shoot the left ramp on this one now. Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's like if it's a shot that you struggle with, it's killer to kind of.
Oh, if you're missing
That's
that
it.
shot, this game has a lot of like you must do this thing,
So you can move on to the next thing. Yeah.
and if you keep missing it, like I'm doing, ah,
Yeah, we're both having a tough time on it tonight. I blame Dungeons and Dragons. I blame Foo Fighters. I'll blame everything but myself.
I failed the mode. Yeah. Brrr.
I blame not making enough money on Twitch. No, I'm just kidding. That I have to have a full-time job.
There you go.
What? I know, I'm an animal. Well, Wild Dog's here after all.
We're all a bunch of animals.
We're all just a bunch of animals. It's like that Mike Snow song, remember? Oh,
The what song?
a Mike Snow song about animals. I was listening to like the Phoenix radio station on Pandora, and Mike Snow came up. I'll have to sing the song in order for you to like know what I'm talking about, but I'll spare everyone that at the moment. Plus, I can't hit those high notes that he does. That would just embarrass myself even further.
No, not much I could do there. I was like, I got 3 balls on the flipper. That's gone.
Yep.
No.
Oh, that was a good nudge. Or bump, whatever. Super jackpot by hitting that weapons button just now.
Yeah, I tend to save my weapons for when I'm like in a multi-ball is when I tend to try to do them. No! Too late. All right, I'm going to stop that for a sec.
Yep.
Whoa! the alien goes,
That wasn't
no!
Yeah.
You will not stop. You will not pause.
You will not collect 200.
All right. Acid burn. Avoid the green arrows. Hit the blue. The blue is lit at the Xeno right now. Avoid the green arrow shots.
Nightshade, how's it going? We're doing all right. We're getting through this little mode here.
There's go. And I am... Whoa!
This is the one where you have to try to avoid the blue and you have to hit the green shots.
No, you hit the blue, avoid the...
Oh, the other way
hit the
around.
blue, avoid the green.
Sorry.
There we go. All right, the airlock is now lit.
You want the blueberry popsicle. You don't want the lime popsicle. I always found the lime popsicles really tart. You know, like the cheap popsicles that you can get at the...
Because it's not really lime. It's like purple, purple soda. You're drinking purple. You're not drinking grape.
Oh, so I'm actually drinking.
You're drinking some chemical approximation of lime.
Yeah.
No. Good.
Is it possible to trap a ball behind the upper left flipper?
Yes, it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's what we were talking about earlier.
We were talking about it earlier. So if you catch it there, that's the nudge forward heavily as you flip up the flipper, and sometimes you can get it back in. There is a post hidden under there.
But yeah, Nightshade, other than that, I've got one more week of a normal schedule of my establishment of work. We've got the summer schedule coming out for all of the kiddos next week. I get to have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off, but then I return to a 10-day, that would not be good, a 10-hour workday for 4 days a week, which,
4 days? I thought that was 3, and then you still had a 5.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh, you're actually doing 10 on Monday?
Yeah,
Okay.
Monday. Oh, actually, no, Monday is, you're right, sorry. Monday is a
No! I
is
knew
a
that
longer
was going to
day.
do that.
I forgot about that. Yeah. So I get to sleep in on Monday and go to work a little later than I normally do on a Monday.
Yeah.
But then I have to stay from like 9 till 7 or whatever it is, 10 hours on
Because
Tuesday,
small
Wednesday,
businesses
Thursday.
don't want to give you 40 hours, so they don't have to
No.
give you benefits.
At one point they did, and then we just don't have students anymore because the pandemic hit. And we've been bleeding students ever since, unfortunately. We don't, I think part of it too is everyone's going online now. They want online everything, online this, online that.
It's not as good.
And-
Oh, fart.
And yeah, since we don't do online tutoring, we are losing students.
Yeah, the kids don't learn jack shit when they're doing
No, they don't.
when they're doing online stuff because they're trying to attempt to watch YouTube and all sorts of other things.
Which is not the same too. It's like trying to learn from a teacher that's not in the same room. I mean,
yeah,
that's why everyone's like a grade and a half behind or whatever now at this point, compared to where they were 5 years ago.
Well, we also as a culture, we seem to be devaluing education, which is stupid.
Yeah. Well,
And then we complain about
easier.
what about all these H-1B workers that are coming in to do our Americans' jobs? Well, if you would spend some money on education,
And you want to stay number one in the nation, right? Because the brain drain is already happening right now, ladies and gentlemen. You got all these. Anyway.
Anyway, starting to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Egg destroyed.
Oh, come on. Hit that shot.
I can go on and on, but I think pinball's a little more the center focus of this evening. And other
Got
things too. Other positive things like the weird Pringle flavors that are coming out. I saw this the other day. There's a Miller Lite freaking flavor connected to a Pringles chip, and I'm really confused. Like I guess the idea is they're mixing it with like I don't know something they would put beer on, like I don't know brats or something like that.
Oh, beer brats.
That's what I'm assuming. But it was the thing. I was like, wow. Miller Lite Pringles. Okay. I think I've seen it all now. Oh, is that what it is, Firewing? Beer can chicken Pringles. I mean, I don't know if you're lying or not, but it sounds real enough. Which it probably is. Who knows? Here, I'll look it up and confirm our... You tried it. Oh, you have. All right, now you have to tell me. Was the juice worth the squeeze on that one?
Yeah.
With Pringles Miller Lite or whatever it was. Yeah, I'm going to click on it. Oh, so yeah, you were right. Beer can chicken, beer-based steak, and grilled beer brat. Okay, so at least I was half.
All right, see if I can
right
hit this 2-shot across there.
Product contains no alcohol. Yeah,
well,
but
of course.
but it's just like kind of like an eye catch already, so people's attention's already there. It's just sort of funny to me. You've only seen the chicken, okay? I wanna try them all, to be honest, just out of sheer curiosity.
Hypersleep bottle qualified.
You know, when they had the purple ketchup in the '90s, even though it was normal ketchup and it didn't taste anything different, you had to try it. Just confirm, you know.
Nope.
Rescue initiated.
All right, hypersleep.
They're selling 3 of those flavors for $20 on Walmart.com, so you know you can,
Oh,
it's got a rating of 3 out of 5 stars. Because you can trust the rating system on Walmart. Oh Lord! Oh, it was only $2. Oh shoot! Okay, I guess because it's a promo. Sometimes they put those stuff on sale. All right, I'll have to keep looking around.
no! Oh,
See
well.
if I can find it.
Have to burn one of those.
And I also remember the green Shrek ketchup. The green Shrek ketchup.
Oh, it was one of those stupid cross-marketing.
I don't remember that. No. I remember cross marketing with like Burger King or something like that.
Almost. Nope.
I even remember the cross marketing for
Nope.
what the heck was that one?
No! Oh, wasn't quite far enough over.
Yeah.
Duh.
Oh, Little Soldiers. Little Soldiers, which is a bizarre, weird movie that came out that was trying to, I guess, emulate Gremlins in a way. They came out in the 90s, and they had a cross promotion with Burger King that became the Rodeo Burger, which stayed on the menu for quite some time. Why I know all this information, please don't ask.
I think
was
it
it
was
Small
just
Soldiers? Okay, I remember. I forgot
small,
the
tiny soldiers.
Tiny Soldiers. I don't know. I think you're correct on that. I'm close enough on the title that you at least figured out what I was talking about. But yeah.
Oh,
You remember that movie? Yeah. It was weird. They made a movie. They realized the tone wasn't quite going to be right to hit the market they wanted to hit, and then they pivoted and tried to fix it, and then they couldn't. Like I think it started out as an R movie, and then it became a PG movie or PG-13 movie. I don't remember which. It was a clear example of
right. He's over the
producer
right.
meddling.
Oh, and he's
Or
in one of the
production
hard
meddling.
ones to get to.
Rick and Morty forcing McDonald's to bring back a Szechuan sauce was awesome. Yeah, that was kind of an amazing moment in history, wasn't it, Pat? And here's the other thing that really got to me, Pat. This is when you knew the downfall of humanity was going on, because people were getting into fights over getting this stuff.
M56.
So it's like art imitates life, I guess.
There we go. Use
All
my
right.
smart collect to start the hypersleep multi-ball. Go ahead.
I mean, I couldn't have done it without the weird fans harassing McDonald's staff. Yeah, that's the other thing. They kind of decided to do this on their own. They did make it all special and all that kind of stuff. I guess that's why people are fighting over the Pokemon cards in supermarkets with those Pokemon machines are now hanging out where the red box used to be. At least in my supermarket. The red box left and all of a sudden Pokemon's there now, you know. It's kind of
Fandoms can be kind of toxic. I mean,
well, yeah.
the Rick and Morty one is actually quite toxic. Yeah.
I wonder if they've gotten less toxic now that the show's on longer now.
Oh, I doubt it.
Okay. You're right. I shouldn't be optimistic on that one. We are talking about humanity after all.
Yeah, we are talking about human beings.
A person is smart. People are dumb.
Yeah. Thank you, Men in Black.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, right down the middle, dang it.
Does it, Firewing? Yeah. I think they're pretty much everywhere now.
What?
The Pokemon machines that are in the supermarkets. Firewing was noting that he has one.
Ah.
There. At least nobody was stealing chargers. Oh, really? Always return the chargers you borrow. Wow. Maybe they got less toxic after their toxic showrunner got outed. Oh, that's a good point. I don't know. I have a feeling that whether What's-His-Face is there or not anymore, I don't know.
Roiland?
Well, who got kicked out? Was it...
Well, Justin Roiland.
Justin, thank you. But I do feel that it's not as prevalent in the lexicon of pop culture nowadays. At least I feel like.
I think the level of like toxic fandomness is kind of independent of the toxicity of the staff and employment and working on a project.
Yeah. That's a good point. Non-spoiler reference to last week's Rick and Morty. Oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were talking about the Pokemon machine. Got it. Yeah, the second episode was decent. I like the first one better than the second one, but, you know, that's kind of the idea, I would imagine. You want to start off...
So far, it's starting... So far... Oh,
Shite.
Sling the Outline got me. So far, the season's came out fairly decent, so...
Yeah, with the 2 episodes we've seen, it's a good... we're off on a good foot. I'm not so thrilled about Doctor Who, and I know other people are talking about that lately.
Yeah,
We watched 2 episodes, Gary. What did you think about all
the
of
writing
that?
was just bad.
I think the writing is bad too, and it's what's killing the other Doctor, or killed the other Doctor, in my opinion.
Yeah.
And they had a wonderful opportunity to sort of capitalize it. Granted, one of the episodes looked exactly like a Loki episode that the Marvel Universe already pulled off in their Loki show not terribly long ago. I'm talking about that weird animated character that was on the screen and kind of came to life. That one was actually kind of a cool episode, but that's the exception, not the rule of it, only of that season right now. Second one reminded me of the last one season, the whole... Oh, yeah. Doctor Who. I used to love it, but the last few series have been kind of contrived. That's kind of what we see, too, Nightshade. I think that's a good way to describe that. It's just too contrived. And I think it's just the writing is just not there anymore. It doesn't have the same magic. It doesn't have the same depth.
All right, self-destruct. Whoop,
I wonder if Disney had something to do with that one.
Destruct system is now
Or is that just exclusivity rights to stream Doctor Who here? I think maybe that's what it is. Oh yeah, they paid a bunch of money to BBC, and then now everyone hates Doctor Who, and so now they're laughing at Disney. That's what it was. All right.
They paid a bunch of money, and the shows are sucking right now.
I think they made the contract when Disney Plus was still in its infancy, and so they were kind of desperate for any content.
Yeah.
And so they got locked into that contract, and they're still on it, I guess. Which is a shame, because Gary and I love Doctor Who. I mean, they had a lot of good stuff for many years.
Tennant's still my favorite one.
Yeah, I like Tenet
of the
too.
modern stuff. I never got into the older Doctor Who's.
It's kind of unwatchable unless you have nostalgia for the old Doctor Who stuff.
Whoa.
That was crazy.
Yeah, just sitting on top of the drop target and it went.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Like, I'll tell you this, the pacing on a 70s episode
Oh!
of Doctor Who is not for the faint of heart. I mean, you're literally comparing
I
apples and
failed
oranges.
the mode. I failed.
They're relying too much on nostalgia. Yeah, Disney Plus 100%. And both bringing back David Tennant and whatever happened to that season finale. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
they
yeah.
Kept, they kept, like, teasing that, saying
Yeah,
they were
and
going
it
to do stuff.
just sort of nothing happened.
No. And I think David Tennant himself, I think, was kind of like, I would rather do other things, and has been doing great other things lately. I mean, Good Omens is a good example of that.
Well, season 1. Season 2 wasn't. We didn't finish season 2 of Good Omens.
Yeah, you're right. We never did we?
No.
It was so bad.
We were
season
sort of
2.
checked out.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard to find stuff you want to watch, it feels like. I don't know. I think Gary and I got so burnt out on television, like, straight up. A lot of the stuff we watch is like, one episode things, or like we can never get invested in a TV show with a bunch of episodes that, work off of each other anymore. Until as long as we because,
All right, send your guns.
Anything?
there's so many other good things to do out there. Yeah, TV, it really is. It's becoming an investment, and there's a lot of streaming, services that spend so much money on it, and they really want to push the investment, I guess. At least some of them are really spending a lot.
Yeah. There we got it.
Disney Plus controls the balls. Thank you for that, Pat. Appreciate that, 50 bits. Giving us a friendly reminder that, and at the end of the day, pinball controls the balls. Not you.
Oh, the other ball knocked it out.
Well, you kind of do, but...
At least I got that shot before it drained.
Multi-ball, you say? Says Pat earlier.
Mystery ready at vent 1.
Yeah, there's some good-looking ones, but here's the other thing that also bugs me, Nightshade and everyone else out there. I feel like there is a number of TV shows that are post-apocalyptic, and I am so... That's the last thing I want to think about right now in this day and age. I want to, I don't know, escape to a world of puppies and clouds. Maybe not to the extreme of like cat videos all the time or anything like that, but I don't know, something that's more positive or less dreary. Anything.
Ooh.
Give me some action with pinball in it. An actual show, a reality television show, the latest pinball tournament or something. I don't know. Maybe that's a bad idea too, but
They'll just turn it into a drama show.
they would, yeah.
Fake drama.
Oh, they could take the Lego Masters route and make it very lighthearted and goofy almost. But that's not the pinball crowd, is
I was
it?
gonna say there's a lot, especially tournament stuff.
Yeah.
Though there's a lot of people who take tournaments seriously,
Yeah, I know.
and a lot of them here in Michigan. So,
Yeah, not to boast or anything.
well, you take them seriously. So
Well, yeah.
they turn pinball.
Andor hit that too close to home field, but in a more hopeful way. I didn't get into Andor because at that point, Gary and I were getting so
So sick
burnt out on
of
Star Wars.
Yeah.
Although we did watch some weird animated show that only lasted like 6 episodes. I can't even remember the name of it. That's how fast it was.
Oh, Tales of the Underworld or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
I didn't realize how short that series was either, that show. What? Oh, I thought you were telling me.
Yeah, it was only 6. Like Tales of the Empire was the same way. There were only like 6.
Oops, by habit, I held the left flipper down thinking that Insider Connected was going to turn on. Oops.
Yeah.
Some of you may have figured out we're not home.
All right. The Alien show starting in August looks... Yes, that I do want to see. Because I think it's supposed to extend the...
Oh, is that the one where they get to Earth? The way you watched the trailer for it?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I want to see that. You're absolutely right. Damn it, now we have to invest in that.
Yeah, our biggest problem is we've got so many things we're going on. A lot of times I don't want to sit down and watch and like focus on a TV, I'll have the laptop doing stuff for pinball, stuff for whatever.
Whoopsie. Yeah. It just feels better to do something while you're watching something. You know what I mean? So that's why you don't want to invest.
Right, just wasting all that time in your life.
Right.
You could be accomplishing something.
Extended.
Yeah, I don't want to be a passive participant in my life.
Yeah.
Complete APC.
Yeah, because right now I'm working on a couple of things. One of them is a big video project, which will hopefully be out here in the next couple of weeks.
Yep. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the... Oops.
You need the left ramp.
Oh, I do. Okay.
Oh, now you don't. Oh, you're in a mode. Sorry. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to mulligan that.
Mulligan out of that one.
Mm-hmm. Do you, Pat? Damn, how do you, like, do that? Are you supposed to be working? If you intrigue me enough, I'll stop it and I'll watch it with the life. Okay. Dang. I wish I had that much ability to watch a movie while working. Everything that I do at work, it's all Twitch related or like music, like
Stuff in the background.
Yeah, I'll have my iPad right here next to me, and of course I have to keep it low because then the phone's gonna ring or my boss is gonna come in, whatever. So, hats off to anyone else out there that can like watch a movie while working. That's pretty cool.
And actually absorb anything
Right,
from
exactly. At one point, I kind of, sort of could. For a short period of time, I worked as a, I guess you could call it data entry or data analysis, whatever you call it.
There's that points of interest job, right?
It was a point of interest website that I worked for that had a branch in San Francisco because we were living in the Bay Area at the time. And we knew a friend that worked there. That's how I got the gig. And pretty much what I did was to go in and check all these random places, make sure they exist, make sure the information is correct, write a review about it, or talk about it.
Learn about it.
Yeah, learn that sort of thing, and then off I went.
And they sold that to other like map programs or whatever for points of interest descriptions. And
right, other clients, I think is what they end up going with. Because for a while, I think they were trying to do like their own search engine, and I think that's why they branched out to the States, but then they went back to India. And that's how I lost my job too. They were replacing my job with H1B1 workers. So there. That was fine. That was the one job that got my ass out of my house and moved in, away from my family. All those years ago.
Yep.
Carry On was one of those movies. Oh, Carry On. I don't remember that one. I'm assuming that's a plane movie, Pat.
Yeah,
Here we go.
That name's not ringing a bell with me. So
No. I'm just using context clues here.
Oh, you failed the mode.
Or maybe it's Carry On.
Keep calm and carry on.
Right.
Yeah.
Heading out. All right.
All right, Jurassic Reviews. Have a great day. Thanks for dropping by. We'll be back on Wednesday night. So Wednesday nights at 8:30 p.m. and then Sundays at 7. It's our normal stream time.
And thank you for the subscription. Appreciate that. Yeah, we'll be putting out some new shorts coming up during the week. Didn't have any new content video-wise going on this week, but yeah, we'll see what happens in the future and all that. Gary said we got a...
Oh.
Yeah, anyway, we'll be updating stuff.
Yeah.
It's about a TSA agent. Okay, I was, like I said, that was, yeah.
Definitely was
okay.
something to do with an airport.
Oh, Jason Bateman. Well, say no more. We already know what's going to be about, unless it's one of the rare movies that Jason Bateman did a drama only and not action.
Yeah,
At
not
this
a
point, I
comedy.
think he's all action.
Jason Bateman?
Yeah, isn't that the
No.
guy that was the...
No, that's not who you're thinking. Jason Bateman is the voice of Nick Wilde guy.
Are you sure? I thought that was the guy that was... he was in the Transporter and...
No, that's not Jason Bateman.
who's that then?
Jason Statham.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn it, wrong Jason.
Wrong Jason. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, at least I
not
had the
the
first
same.
name right.
Not the same. Yeah.
At least I had the first name right. Too many Jasons in the world.
And he was also in Paul. as the agent that was actually helping Paul.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. I can't wait for Zootopia 2. I'm really excited about that one.
Crossing my fingers that it's at least as good as the first one.
Yeah,
It's a
I almost wanna
sequel,
see-
so I'm not going to hold my breath.
it is, but there's some good sequels out there. I mean, look at Terminator 2. I don't know. It's hard to top Zootopia 1 though. I know this, but I want it to be good. You know what I mean? You know. I gotta have closure. What is it like to be a bunny and fox couple out there? You know.
Vent 1 initiates UA 571C.
You have to be an inspiration for us all. There, got
There
it.
we go. Sentry guns.
If I had a nickel every time I confused it, I'd be rich. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. Or I confuse myself and then I would be poor. Because I do that a lot too.
I'd be poor with the swear
Yeah.
jar when I'm working on things.
Yeah.
When
I would
I'm
be
working
poor
on
too.
physical things, that's when I'm swearing. Like computer stuff, I never get mad at and things like that. That's Ed's job.
Yeah.
Get
I don't get mad at
computers.
kids, really. And I wouldn't be in business very long if I was. Damn it. Ugh. Oh, that was its. Oh, my God.
That was it.
The buzzkill.
Tunnels clear.
Oh, well, at least I cleared that out.
Woohoo!
All right, well, that's good news at least. Wasn't all bad.
Cleared the tunnels.
Double scoring. No. Oh, come on! Every single time, it's been consistent on hitting the flipper when it launches the ball out. The one
Almost-
time you decide, yeah, I should just do it.
The almost has just like been still spinning in the saucer when it kicked it.
So, for clarification, ladies and gentlemen, I'm still getting used to the dead flip in this game. That is the worst nightmare of every single person who struggles with wanting
Well,
to
that
do
one
dead flip.
doesn't normally hit the sling, so
No, it
it came
doesn't.
it came out of there ever so slightly crooked, and it hit the sling and went right in the middle.
It's a good thing that game didn't count or didn't that I didn't really care about the game too much.
Yeah.
I guess. Like imagine that happening if it was like a crucial point. I would cry, and we would build the ashes from the tears of my sorrow. Build from the ashes a brand new pinball machine.
Yeah, normally when it comes out of that scoop, you can either catch it or hit it consistently.
Crisis averted.
Yeah, crisis averted.
The door is ajar, and now it's a glass jar. Oh, God damn it. Good, thank you. What the frick was that? Slow-mo. I was not expecting the speed of that ball there. Stuck in slow-mo mode. I just channeled Brocken just now.
Boy,
Wasn't even doing it on purpose. It just came out. Oh, fudge sickles. Oh, I could have had it then. Oh, I missed it though.
oh,
Oh, somehow.
oh.
Yeah. Pinball, the game that gives you 1,000 voices unintentionally.
Practice your voiceover work and
Right.
sound effects in pinball.
Exactly.
Ooh. Ah,
See, now here's the next sound. Whoops, that sounds like Donald Duck, not
Yeah.
a screaming cat.
you're ducking at me.
Yeah. It's hard to do the cat's sounds. Of course you go straight down.
Yeah. And the cat's just watching. They
watch
destruction
me
at the
again.
end when you fail. Just
Yeah.
watching you fail.
Yep. Where's the fast forward button on this game?
Oh man, that just beats it all.
In the next pinball machine, Pinball Brothers or Stern, whoever's listening, Give me a fast forward button.
Let us skip through videos.
Yeah.
You know, after the 7,000th time playing, it would, you know, skipping through the videos is probably fine.
I think Stern does let you skip certain cinematic
Yeah,
modes.
Stern does. You can't skip on this game.
No. Hello. Oh, that's a perfect. Okay, not quite perfect. I'll try harder next time. I don't want to mean that though.
Got to hit the APC targets to qualify the hypersleep lock. Now you got 2 of them done.
All right.
Whoa.
Whoa. Hello.
Hello.
That was fun to watch just now. All right, here we go.
Ooh, CK had a nap and now it's going for ice cream. Nap and ice cream.
Nice.
Hopefully not at the same
combo.
time.
You wouldn't be napping very long if you had ice cream in your face, though.
Yeah. Wake up and
Well, it depends.
ice
I
cream
mean,
dry
yeah,
all over
brain.
the side of your face.
Yeah.
Fell asleep in your cone.
Let's pack 'em in.
Let's pack them in. Pack them up, pack them in. Oh, crap. Let me begin.
Got to hit the lamp.
I have to hit the ramp. So
Blue arrows. Oh no, you're still on target, so never mind.
I'm confused.
You're still on the
Mixed
targets.
messages. Okay. What target?
The little blue targets.
Oh, those stupid things?
Yeah, that's stage 1 of this mode. Is the little
that's-
blue targets.
Well, you secure it. Here's an alien in your face. You're so rude, Colonel. God.
Well, at
When
least
you
she's
want
got
something,
the
just
multi-ball
ask
going.
nicely. No, I'm just kidding. I know that's not what the military is about. I get this. I know. I don't ever want to know. Trust me. I don't think I've lasted
Ready,
very long.
line, moving.
Oh, and that's hey, hi,
You got a lousy.
lousy.
Doesn't happen that often in
No,
this
no.
game.
Not really. Amazingly. No. Come on, get your no. Ooh, another one, another lassie. That time it was the center post.
Remain at control.
Ooh, that was close.
Then 1 initiates UA 5716.
Whoa. That's better. Oh, multitasking. Oh, I got it. Sweet. Wasn't even trying to. That was a good time to know.
Yeah, Pat, I mean, when we played Kong, we did like it. You know, we haven't committed to getting one or anything like that. Hey, Silver Iron, how you doing?
How's it going?
Ball added.
Ball headed again.
It's
Oh, they went down, too.
It's nerfed on locations. How so there, Pat?
Why can't I hit anything on the side? Okay, good.
Oh, your Silver Iron's closing on a new place. Got to pack everything and move pins. Yeah, moving is not fun, regardless of whether you have pinball machines. That just adds another layer of awful. When we moved here from Minnesota, I had an entire project garage full of tools, and I had to get rid of cars, and I still had to move a project car here. Yeah, that was not fun. I made 3 trips from Minneapolis to Detroit here, and that wasn't including work moving all the house furniture. Those were things I wasn't going to let the moving company touch.
Oh my.
And that was the tools, the toolboxes, the cars, and and the pinball machines. I was going to move, and the records. I guess that's 4.
How's it going, Silver Ion? Congrats on moving. I caught half of what Gary was saying, believe it or not.
BP70.
Oh.
That's really annoying.
We got problems.
Yeah, we do. A release party. Oh,
Oh,
really?
it might have to open up the LANs and remove some rubbers. Oh, okay.
Oh, Combo Chuck! How's it going? Thank you for that. 16 months now. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
The Chucks of Combo.
Appreciate it. How you been? You're junking the crap desk?
Oh, and then not doing sim racing anymore?
Machines, the pinball show's
Switch to
doing.
DCS
Yeah,
ranging.
yeah, they like exercise, Voodoo.
Yeah. They probably have the automated like lifters and
Yeah.
things so that they're not like physically lifting them. And they probably can easy exit at their house, not having to go up a whole bunch of crazy stairs or anything.
Exactly.
On my mark.
Exact square footage. Hey, David. Mana Pinball in London, Ontario, Canada. Oh, really? Has the very last new in-box alien to come off the line.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, because they just recently announced they only had like 6 left and they were no longer producing them. So
Oh,
Yeah.
So congrats. Yeah, we've been to London before. We actually saw, well, actually I thought I had Crownlands on my shirt. No, we saw a band called Crownlands like a couple of years ago.
no, that would have been Christmas.
That wasn't in London, was it?
Oh, in London, Ontario. Yeah, that would have been the prior time we saw
Yeah.
them. Christmas we saw them out just outside Toronto.
Yeah, that's what it was. Before everything went to crap. Happy New Year! Oh wait, now everyone hates you. Or at least, anyway. Excuse me. Ugh. I got a xenomorph to try to hit in here.
No, Silver says it'd be easier just to pass the rig on to somebody else and then rebuy new, because you'll probably be able to build a better one cheap or cheaper.
Oh. Oh, frick me.
Oh, you guys had the grand opening for the Pinball Collective there in Austin. Nice combo.
Oh, very cool. Well done. Congrats, Combo. That is so cool. 80 people. Oh, baby, that was close. That's awesome, man.
For us, it's the act of getting it out of the basement
There
that
we
makes
go.
it a pain.
Yeah, I know.
Because
Yeah,
I've got a whole ramp set up and a winch set up, but you still have to just take it down, winch it up to the first flight of steps, tip it up, slide it over, winch it up the second. It's an ordeal.
oh, that was close.
We don't move them in and out very often because of that. Yeah, if you never get rid of games, then you don't have to worry about it putting them in once. Well, we don't have that much budget to just keep the games.
Oh, that's annoying.
Morning, Mother.
Generally, something's got to go if we want something new in.
Okay, good. Got a second chance to make a first impression. I failed. I failed everything.
Sleeper revived.
The sleeper has awoken. What? Yeah, you can go. I don't know why you're sitting there for. No. Here's my face. All right.
All right. Yeah, I wish we had a walkout basement here, there, Colonel Musto. It'd be so much easier. The next house will either be walkout basement or all one level house with just a big giant arcade and shop building. Because someday I'd like to get out of an HOA.
Oh God, yeah, I know. We'll see.
Ugh.
Anyway, that was kind of a crap round anyway. One more ball. Okay. Hey there, Colonel. Gotcha. Very cool. Wishing I had room for stuff, Pat. Collection for sale. 13K episode 1 roller coaster detective and then tubing. Great. Whoa, dude.
13K, was that 13K for all of it? Or were they asking 13K
Wow.
for that episode 1? Because that ain't worth it.
No.
That'd have to be the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah. If
Switch
that's
to
the
DCS
collection, that
ranging.
is a steal. All of it. That's a steal. And a Tron. Wow.
Oh, for all of it. Yeah, the only thing in there that I'd really be interested in would have been the Roller Coaster Tycoon. The episode 1 is kind of like, eh.
Crazy Taxi's fun, but yeah, it would get boring.
It's a
after
Crazy
while.
Taxi stand-up game, so it's an arcade game.
Well, it's not very crazy if you're sitting. You're not really.
Well, yeah.
You're pretend taxi if you're standing, right?
Right, but I'm
Gotcha.
like
That's fine.
pretty much. There's 2 pinball machines in that. I don't really care about the arcade games.
Yeah.
The RCT
I do.
would be fun. I know you do. But who's the one that gets to fix them?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Event 1.
Oh, look at that. I don't even know how to do a thing.
571C Sentry.
I need to find a garage renovator. Yeah. A new place. Can offload whatever you don't want and make your money back, yeah? That's actually a good point. Why did the frick did the ball do that? It airball behind there.
Bubble hockey table, Tron arcade, Crazy Taxi stand-up, and tubing. I don't even know what a tubing is.
Oh, it's a game where you're in an inner tube and you move around, and it's got a you got a unique control for it. That's why it makes it a fun game for that challenge alone. Yeah. Arcade classic.
I don't know. RCT I don't love it enough to deal with buying, moving, and selling, Craigslisting or whatever, all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Seems like more effort than necessary.
It's like another job.
Yeah.
Thank you for the follow.
Inataka. Thank you.
I can't believe I did that. Can I do one more? Or
I would like to go one more.
all right. I failed.
He failed.
Oh, there's all my headband. I was wondering where they went.
Yeah, those are the ones I found on the floor. So they.
All right. So they'll stay right there, and I'll
So
pick
they'll
them
stay
up.
on the floor so you can wash them.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, I got some good. What?
Oh, I was deciding which movie mode to go.
Oh, okay. I was starting to say I think I got some good games in, but not nearly as far. I haven't gotten far in this game lately, but whatever.
Whoop.
It's what happens when you add another new game to the mix and it throws everything else off.
That thing's gonna eat through the goddamn hole.
Dungeons and Dragons is quite the crazy pin that is also very difficult, and not like Foo Fighters, not like Godzilla, not even in the shot department is it like Rush. So we're achieving the unachievable as we play that more and more. Air hockey, the worst noise in arcade next to pole position.
Oh yeah, air hockey table noises is awful.
Yeah, it's not very satisfying, is it? It's recognizable because I grew up with that sound in my ear constantly because I had a Golfland arcade, 5 minutes, bike ride from my house. Or 5-minute car ride from my house, about 30 minutes bike ride. But in any event, that's not very satisfying sound, is it?
Yeah. Wrong.
Yeah, I think it's a fun game too, Voodoo. I think I did play the arcade pole position a few times. I did, and it was like one of my favorite games growing up.
Oh, that just gave me. I'm gonna restart that.
And then Star Wars came out, and that became my, the arcade game came out. Returning to Lord of the Rings or GB.
Ghostbusters.
Oh, figuring out what else to add. Gotcha,
Oh.
Silver.
Well, you add the Lord of the Rings, and we'll add the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, we got it. It's a rumored what do you call it? Remastered thing.
I think the likelihood is a lot smaller though than. There's a lot of people who like Walking Dead, so imagine that one with a remaster or a Tron. Since Tron Ares is coming out, I just hope they do all new Tron.
I hope they do too.
I don't necessarily need a remaster because we already have Rush and it's really similar layout. So.
Well, you don't want Rush in reverse?
No.
Okay. They want to remember a game called Stun Runner. Firewing, I do. In fact, we had a friend that had one in his garage that I don't think he ever got around to bringing it up and out and playable again. Like they just ran out of room. Although we played it at Galloping Ghost. We were there about a month ago at this point. Since we were there also previewing the King Kong can that come out through Stern and all of that. But yeah, I like the game a lot. It's fun. It's challenging.
Oh.
It's too expensive to touch, and if they did, it wouldn't be for another 3 years. Oh yeah, potentially. Yeah. The price. That's the thing that we're also concerned about too. Is what is the pricing going to be like in a lot of these new ones coming out? Whether it's Stern or not.
I failed. Oh, woo-hoo.
Yeah, if you can get a nice premium for 9,000 plus TMD, I wouldn't mind that either. But I'm kind of curious what they're going to decide to do to improve it, if anything.
If they did, yeah.
You know.
Well, they typically on a remaster, they're not really doing a lot with the general layout. They might add some inserts for some new stuff.
Yeah.
But they mostly remaster for the LCD screen and also obviously the Spike 2 hardware.
Right.
Because the coding is written for, I don't know if that was Spike 1 or
For Metallica
or Ghostbusters.
Oh, Ghostbusters. I think it was Spike 2, wasn't it? Because it was in a little bit of a later game.
But it was still a DMD. It might have been Spike 1.
Yeah. Desert Punk Tiger, thank you for that follow. Appreciate that.
If it was Spike 2, that'd be easy because they're
Yeah.
still making the Spike 2 hardware. They just got to buy DMDs.
Right.
But I don't know. Somebody have to look it up.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of... Oh, it's Spike 1. Okay.
Yeah, so there's no Spike 1 hardware, so they have to remaster it, change the programming to work with the Spike 2 system.
Okay. Right before Aerospin Batman 66, which were
Which is
Spike,
Spike
2.
2,
Okay.
yeah. I was trying to remember if there was one Spike 2 game that made it through with a DMD. Couldn't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I wouldn't mind a couple of games to be remade, but I certainly hope that they're not putting all their eggs in one basket and kind of relying on that more and more now. I mean, it could be one tactic that CERN could decide to do, but I think that they're just going to reduce the amount of games that they release each year. I suspect they're going to tone it down a bit when we hit the new year, too. Maybe we'll start with 1 or 2 cornerstones only, as opposed to, was it 3 or 4 now?
3 cornerstones and then a vault.
Yeah.
Typically is what I think their plan was, but yeah. Yeah.
Maybe I'll do a Jaws Premium Silver. If you played the game and you like it, go for it. We never really connected with that game for many reasons. Unless it's an Bloom Premium like Maiden or Foo. Silly that they have a Pro. Oh, Pros are good. Sometimes we prefer Pros over the toys.
Yeah, D&D we got it Pro purposely because we didn't feel the stuff in
the premium
was worth the premium almost $3K worth of cost increase.
Are you trying to bounce the ball on the slingshot there?
No, I was trying to get it over to the correct flipper and I was having a hard time.
Okay.
Busy talking.
I know, just giving you a hard time.
If I talk, that's takes my gameplay down a notch.
But we're having fun while doing so, and that is what matters. Look at that, stacking that other on there. Now we stacked sentry guns on that last mode.
Yep, that's what I try to do too. I try not to do sentry guns until I have at least a mode running.
Right.
It'd be great if I have other multi-ball running.
Right. Your arcade has pros, so there's no reason to also have it. Oh, if they've got both, yeah.
Yeah, if you got a close, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, what do I do with this?
Same with Guardians. It was on my list, and then they added Foo Pro in their lineup, and I was like, well, I guess I don't need this.
Yeah. If you got something really close and it it's there and they stay. The problem is sometimes like 2 months down the road, if they're not performing, they might pull it out and then you don't have access to it again. But you can always buy a used one at a later point.
Yeah, that's kind of the nice thing about it. Sometimes all you really gotta do is wait another year or two, and then the price goes down dramatically too on some of those games as well.
Yeah, it depends on. Like you can buy an Uncanny X-Men pretty inexpensively. Same with a Foo, to be quite frankly. Wick for sure.
Yeah.
Buy it on the secondary
I didn't realize
market.
X-Men prices were going down already too.
Yeah.
I think of all the different twists and turns that that game had. Maybe
And
that's why.
some of the QC print shop problems.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a game that if it's dialed in when it's new, it's great. But then once it gets any age on it, stuff just doesn't work as nicely because of the strange geometry on everything.
Yeah. It just needs code. Oh, well, yeah, Guardians. Guardians, I think, is one that suffers from lack of code or whatever. What was the game that was out for a while and they didn't code it? Well, there's honestly a bunch.
What did you say?
I was trying to think of what game that Stern had brought out that was not really coded. I think Guardians.
Well,
was
Monsters was bad.
Monsters. There's
Yeah,
one.
that was bad coding.
Yeah.
They just stopped developing code pretty quick.
Right. It's easy It's easy to forget that Monsters was Stern too. That's kind of the.
Uncanny X-Men has apparently been dry on the code updates for a while, and people are getting kind of frustrated with it.
Yeah. Enter your initials.
What's up, dude?
Thank you so much for the 26 months. Thank you. Keep on bug hunting wild dogs. We are trying. We're not having as a successful of a night as we'd like to. I think I did a little better than I thought I was going to. But nevertheless, thank you. And you guys, if you haven't checked out Enter Your Initials or stream rather on Twitch, make sure that you do so. I don't care what Gary says to you. He's shouting no. Oh, he's talking about the game.
I'm talking to the game.
Make sure you follow
Yeah.
Enter Your Initials. Like every recent stream. Oh, well, yeah, Silver. Yeah, it seems like there's not so many successful Stern reveals as of late that haven't run into its fair share of problems, I guess.
The what?
So
Yeah.
Silver said every stream.
Yeah, I had to go back.
Stern. Right, every Stern recently. But that's kind of the thing about what they are doing with a lot of these products nowadays is they'll give you the thing and then they'll go and update it later. And I guess it started with video games and then they just sort of moseyed its way onto the pinball world too in some way, which is frustrating and annoying, I won't lie. But I guess I've gotten so accustomed and used to it over the years with video games and things like that here we are.
What the hell's about that box?
It's weird. Thinking back to like one of our first pins that we bought, which was Star Trek for the Stern. It was kind of crazy to realize, you could update this game because there was like a newer code that came out at some point, and I think you found it on their website or something.
I heard about it on Pinside.
So then the only way you could have updated it, which is what you had to do, was get a SIM card or something.
No, they use SD cards, so you have to just burn it to an SD card and put it on your machine.
Yeah. And
they still do that, but you can still do that, or if you've got it insider connected, you can do it automatically.
Yeah.
Some people still do the burning of the card thing. They don't. Either they don't have an internet connected, or their internet's so crappy.
Right. But yeah, once that was a thing, and we saw the updated code on Star Trek, I was like, wow, this is weird. The medals and stuff like this you have to do now, and all of that. So
You got a bronze medal. Thank you, Spock.
Yeah. Bronze medal. Yeah. Evil Dead is impossible to find. Plus, I don't trust Spooky. But I trust JJP at home. Oh, really? Spooky, to me, at least from our perspective, since revisiting their pens, they seem to have improved their quality. Even looking back in the underbelly of the playfield, they actually seem to have gotten away from the spaghetti factory that they loved making before.
Still a little less like integrated than like the stern.
Yeah.
But I haven't really seen good pictures underneath the hood of them.
Oh, I thought you said that they improved and you were like surprised or something.
I said I've seen like bits of it, and but I still see a lot of stuff.
A lot of spaghetti still.
Yeah, I'm still hesitant on them after having a couple of them. So
all right, so there you go. Point taken for silver. Still hunting for an Indy 500, but that shit is impossible to find too. Yeah.
Well, we sold ours about 4 months ago, 5 months ago. So.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
We ended up getting D&D since we sold that, and then we're planning on selling Total Nuclear Annihilation at some point, and that's a distant future. I don't know what will replace that, but I mean, honestly, I want to get better at D&D, and the only way to do that is to play it. It's easy to get distracted, of course, but hey, you know, that's the whole life work balance, right? Right, yeah, like TCM and Loonies, those seem to have improved a little bit. I'll give them 6 months if the evils start dying, though. Oh, geez, I hope they don't. But I mean, that's a good way to do it. Did you just go to the mini wizard mode?
Yep.
Nice.
The emergency destruct system.
Did you? So you hit the double score button, which I wonder means.
It's double playfield scoring. So.
Did it just die on you while you were watching the cinematic thing?
No, it's see the 2X flashing in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Means that I did that since I'm on a mini wizard. I thought maybe
I assumed as soon as the doon thing is done, then it's done.
No.
Done. Damn,
Ooh,
I
extra
learned something
ball.
new today. Extra ball. That's the
Yeah,
first
no,
one
it
today.
lights up the playfield.
Okay. All right. Once again, blissfully ignorant to the rules. That's me. I just play pinball. I don't know about these things called rules. No.
Oh.
Those are like too old hype, excitement, and the failures happen. Oh, really? Oh. I guess I hadn't really followed the rules or the whole story on those machines, though.
On which?
On that CCM and Looney Tunes from Spooky.
Oh, Texas.
That they're
Chainsaw
having failures and stuff like this after release. I think short list of stuff I want to add is like Sorcerer, Ghostbusters, Lord of the Rings, HJ,
Elton John.
Elton John, okay, and Dune.
Yeah.
Out of those, I'm more excited about Dune. I want to play that game again. It's definitely unique, though.
Yeah, you just did a code update, so.
Yeah. I should have another 80s game era. I just don't know what yet. Maybe Trident. Yeah, dude, that's the fun part. Do the research and see what catches your eye. Sometimes it's something as simple as like, you know, you want the game that you grew up with playing in the arcade, or you find a gem you never knew existed. That's another fun thing about any hobby, really. The only rule is to prevent the ball from graining. Right. That's kind of the nice thing about pinball, right? It's more or less the same rule, but how to get from A to Z is the tricky part. That was a big update. Huh. Dune, okay. You'll have Attack from Mars. Like simply count paying Stern money for not Stern. Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of those classic games, I mean, part of the reason why during pandemic we sold off a bunch too, because we were like, well, we've gotten so good at these games and prices are up, so it seems like a good time to part ways with some of them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to think that what we put into this hobby, 10 years ago, we didn't realize how much of it was going to be coming out too. We really did it for the love, and then it was like, oh.
Yeah, we weren't like going for the investment aspect of it, because they're games in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So.
We were just a little bit ahead of the curve on that one. Those big 90s games that were silly money when I can buy Stranger Things instead for $7,500. Yeah. But better. Maybe not just as more, definitely more of a game. That's a good way to look at it. It's like, do you prefer the simplicity or just the fun factor of something like Attack from Mars, or do you want a little more depth now that you graduated from Attack from Mars or something like that? That's kind of what we looked at it when we had our 90s pins. It was like we had them for a while, we gained our skills, and really we only got as good as we did is because we kept streaming pinball and kept playing and so forth. And then you graduate and you move on to the modern day games, and that's kind of what happened with us. It was like once Gary bought Rush, that was over. That was the beginning of, okay, here are all the modern turns. Here they come.
Yeah, here's all the modern games. This is technically a modern game, but it's coded more like a 90s era game.
It depends. It's backwards, but it also depends on what you find the fun factor is. For example, if the game is too quick, and you're finding yourself rinse repeating way too much, yeah, it's kind of, you're not really getting anywhere. But if you're in your happy place and you're hitting your shots and you don't play the game as much, but you're still enjoying your skills with the machine, yeah, maybe nostalgia also fuels it a little more than say a Stranger Things game, which is funny because Stranger Things is based off of the 80s, timeline. So one could argue it's the same thing almost.
Yeah, the problem with the classic ones is they're in the collectibles realm of things. So they're, logic doesn't always apply to collectibles.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes it's just something as silly as like people thinking that it's going to get more valuable. I mean, isn't that what NFTs were doing?
Yeah,
were a thing. Yeah.
Well, yeah, there were a lot of speculators. When the prices were on the rise on pinball, they were buying it, trying to keep it as an investment. That's why LEs were suddenly like the hot ticket. They were buying them, thinking they could flip them for $5,000 right away.
And then
now
they couldn't.
Now they don't sell out.
Right. Any of those 80s, 90s games which are still go, but just not the big games, and I don't know them well enough to know what to seek out. Yeah. That's why virtual pinball is a great tool to figure those things out, or at least find them.
What games you like.
Yeah.
If you've gotten really into like late model games that with deep rule sets, I mean, classic games just fall down because they don't have as much to keep you coming back to it.
Dude, you were 2 modes away from the final. Badasses!
But I had an extra ball hiding there.
They took that light away quicker than I noticed. I was looking for that light, and I went, oh shit. But wait, there's more.
Ooh.
I think good classics are good to have, especially for a competitive standpoint. But yeah. It's also nice to have that complete collection of all the different types of games.
Well, also the classic games are nice for like when you have like people over, company who aren't good at pinball, the classic stuff.
Yeah, it's perfect because it gives you the ability to, or the decision that you can make. You can make a quick game out of one of those, or you can get on one of the longer machines and decide to go longer.
No, woohoo!
Because there's a lot of games out there that are simple enough, but if you can play them for longer amounts of time as you play them, a little bit more and more here, and a little more there. We had one friend that kept playing Getaway, and I think that's his favorite pen still.
Yeah.
And I believe his score finally got up into the billion mark.
He finally hit the billions,
which is pretty damn good for a casual player of pinball to get a billion on Getaway on any day of the week.
And also almost exclusively on locations.
Right. That's exactly. So yeah, variety is indeed the spice of life. Here's Dune Pinball with spice. Yeah, Getaway's on that list for you, Silver. Good. It's a great game. Definitely a very tricky game to start your pinball adventure on if you were to buy your first pin. But I would rather buy a slightly more challenging pin than not so slightly. I guess.
It's like buying a motorcycle. You can buy that Ninja 250, but within like 3 to 4 months, you'll be bored of the bike. So you buy something a little bit bigger, and you just consciously take it easy, and then you kind of then
Ease your way into it.
Yeah, ease your way into it. But then you're not turning around in 6 months taking a loss on the bike and buying another one.
Yeah, so when you look at Hot Ones, the Spice Wing Challenge, don't try to do the bomb as your first go at it.
You'll hate spicy food forever.
Exactly. Good Richie, only 5,000. Oh, really? It's only 5,000. That's a great price for
On
that
what?
game. On Getaway. If they're selling her 5,000 now, that's a steal.
No!
Oh.
Damn it.
Oh, that
was
stupid
skidding.
center thing, and it should have hit the center. I guess it had a curve to it too on top of it all.
Yeah, well,
The
it
center
hit
post
the
and
target.
stopped
It hit the target and shoved it right down the middle. But it was just off center just enough. Damn. Yeah. So close to the wizard mode. I had to do loader battle, and then I was ready for it. Oh well.
Couldn't pull it off. Couldn't pull it off. TMNT would be the bomb.
The bomb.
That one is a hard game. I am sad that they made it so hard. I wanted TMNT to be like the Godzilla layout, a little simpler, a little easier.
Little more user-friendly layout.
Yeah.
A little more user-friendly.
But that's neither here nor there. JP was ironically a perfect first pin. Oh, Jurassic Park. Oh God, oh man, that thing was, yeah. I'm finally coming around to like enjoying that pin a lot more, but oof, yeah, that was tricky.
All right, everybody. Thanks for coming by tonight.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun. We'll be back Wednesday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time playing another game. So definitely keep an eye on our social media, and we'll let everybody know midday. We are Wild Dog Arcade on Blue Sky, on Instagram, and Threads. We also have a Discord channel too, where we talk pinball, news, rumors, tech,
all those things, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll be the first to see it on that Discord channel of whatever we are doing or releasing or whatever. Yeah, we try to talk about all sorts of stuff, honestly.
Yeah.
You're welcome, Desert Punk. Thanks for stopping in and following earlier.
Yep, definitely.
Silver, yep. You're very welcome, Silver. And Nightshade, of course. And then the more you play, the better JP gets. Yeah, I've noticed that with a lot of pins, especially ones that we were playing when we first started playing stuff back in Minneapolis a lot more.
Some of the new style games.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we haven't played in a while, and you come back to it, and then you're like, holy crap, I can play this now. Like, I can actually play it and get somewhere in it. It's a fun trip to do that. So I definitely recommend going back to the games again if you can. All right.
I'm going to send you off to somebody over here.
I'm trying to see. That's tournament, I think, yeah. That's not going to be a thing. We haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
Let's go see over there. All right, Paladin, right? Paladin. I mess it up every single time. Paladin. It even says it on there. Paladin. I can do phonics. Hooked on phonics worked for me. Call 1-800-ABCDEFG. All right. I fucking typed the damn thing wrong.
You typed it wrong. No.
Can you do it? Can you do it for me? Oh, it's now connecting into chat. Great. Thanks. Now we get to do this. Pop out. No internet.
What?
Thank you.
Oh, his computer died?
No, it's my laptop.
Yeah. All right. Let me handle it over here.
Yeah, just go ahead and type it in if you could. I love laptops when they start doing weird things. This thing is old. I have been meaning to shove all my files over to the other laptop, but that's okay. All right, Garrett's handled the raid. Go say hi to Paladin for us. Awesome hosts, great players. They are playing virtual, which is looks like Monster Bash at the very moment.
Bash,
so say hello, and
all right,
you're gonna have to hit the raid now button. So until then, folks, thanks again. We'll see you on Wednesday. Take care. Be nice to your friends. Play more pinball. We'll see you around.
Bye.
You know, 75-year-old woman, and she just waves at me and smiles. And that's when I realize that I am in the appropriate height.